After working at one hospital for 5 years, I moved to a hospital in the same health system that was closer to my house. I made that change because I wanted to be closer to my kids. And so I thought, if I'm closer to home, then I'm going to be good. And I was good for a little while. I was feeling like there was something missing in my career. And it wasn't that I hated my job. I liked my job, but I just had this feeling, this deep down feeling, this knowing that there was more for me. And I think it was especially having two young kids at home. I just had this feeling that if I'm going to be away from them this many hours, I want to be doing something that I truly feel fulfilled by. And I wasn't feeling that at the hospital. I liked it, but I was doing it for a paycheck and because that's what I knew what to do, really. Yeah, so I was really feeling like, okay, there's something more. Maybe inpatient hospital pharmacy isn't for me. Maybe I should be doing something else. Well, I really do have this passion and interest in natural family planning. Then Jackie, that was like, well, why couldn't it be something that a pharmacist could do? And what if a pharmacist who is educated about all the medication ways to avoid pregnancy, what if a pharmacist is the best person to be able to talk to women about non-medication ways to avoid pregnancy? My mindset at the time really was like, well, I haven't seen any job postings for that. I don't know where I would find a job doing that. And then that's where she said to me, well, you could create your own position. Like, this could be an opportunity for you to, make your own career path. And I literally had never considered that as a possibility. But when she said that, it felt so right. It like immediately I remember thinking, oh my goodness, yes, what if I did create my own position? What happened was, so I started the business, which also that was pretty amazing to have my coach's support, to realize that starting a business didn't need to be this big scary thing that I thought it was. Because I went to pharmacy school, I didn't do the MBA track, so how am I supposed to know about how to start a business? But she really helped break it down, like, oh, if you want to meet with a patient, how are you going to do that? If you want to charge for this, how are you going to do that? And breaking it down into really manageable steps. That was super, super helpful. I never would have considered this route for myself if I wouldn't have done the coaching. And that is priceless to me. It's completely changed my quality of life as far as my relationship with my family. I do get to see my kids more, which is a big deal to me. It's one of those things, like, you just don't realize it until you make a change. It was like the thing with, I didn't realize what I was missing out on by picking them up at daycare. I didn't realize what I was missing out on by, when I was working a whole week of evenings and never putting them to bed for a whole week. And now getting to put them to bed, almost every night. It's those little moments with my kids that really have made a difference for me. The other big thing, I think too, just in like quality of life and mindset, is this whole piece of, now I get to be in control of my schedule, how I want things set up, and when I want to take time off for whatever activity. And that's made a huge difference on feeling less stress and pressure in my life. That sense of fulfillment that what I'm doing, I feel like is really my calling, that I feel like the impact that I'm making on the women and the couples that I get to work with is affecting their real lives. And not that I wasn't affecting patients' lives as a pharmacist, right? I was, but getting to see that direct impact that I have on them, and seeing, women's eyes open up to this information that they learn about their bodies, which is what I experienced myself when I learned this for the first time, that is incredibly rewarding in and of itself. You can figure out a lot of things on your own. You can do a lot of Google researching and take this little tidbit from this person and this little tidbit from this person. But if you are really ready to make a change and you want the change to happen in the near future, hiring a coach is the best way I know to ignite that fire to get that change going. I think a lot of people need the accountability that a coach provides.